Awesome. I am here. Hello, hello. Hello, crafty friends. Okay, something is wrong because I feel like I can't see anything on my desk. I don't know if I'm so zoomed in. Let me move up a little bit. Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my next card class. Hold on. I apologize if I am shaking anyone right now. Okay, that might be a little bit better. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because nothing seems to be in frame today, but that's okay. I will make it work. Let's move this down here. There we go. We are making it work today. All right. If you are joining me live, say hello. Let me know that you're here so I can give you a shout out. All right. So I am going to be getting started, and what I'm doing today is this month I am debuting the Round We Go bundle. So let me show you that bundle. That is this stamp set, super fun stamp set. Made some fun birthday cards. Just look at the colors in here. I'm loving the colors in this kit. Very, very bright. And then here are the thin cuts. So this right here, this makes all the magic in this set. So I'm going to show you today, I'm going to demonstrate how to create one pinwheel, how super easy it is. And for the sake of time, for tonight's cards, I went ahead and made a lot of my pinwheels already off camera, again, just for the sake of time. But I am going to show you how to create one. And you do need to have a hot glue gun to make these pinwheels. So this is the set I am working with this month. So how do you get my card kit? So first of all, as of today, throughout the whole month of September, this will be yours free. You will receive the entire kit pre-cut and ready to assemble by placing an order on my online store for $50, and be sure to use this host code. Here's my online store, or you can purchase this kit for $29. If you find in this post here, I have all the links there for you to purchase the kit, to join my group, to join my newsletter. You'll find all of the links there. And what else? I am not, sorry if I sound a little frazzled. I'm not seeing, all right, there I am. I don't know. I'm not able to see any comments tonight, but if you're here with me live, maybe they'll start to come through, but for right now, they are not. Okay. Oh, here, I just stood up on my tippy toes and I see on my phone that I did have a message that says greeting from the Villages, Florida. Hi, Jean. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. See, I can't see that on my iPad that I am watching. So, all right. So if you leave any comments, I will check them after the fact, or if I stand up and peek from time to time. All right. I'm going to take a sip of my water. I'm going to show you all 4 of the cards that we're going to make today. And when you do pick up the card kit, you will receive everything, and then you will have a QR code to scan, which will bring you to this color tutorial. And this video right here will also be linked for you, so you can go back and refer to it. You can just fast forward through me jibber jabbering just to get to the cards for you to make. So we're going to be making this card today. This is a simple card that you can recreate. This is a gift card holder. So this is card 1. This is card 2. Card 3. Love this card. We're going to be doing some heat embossing also. And this is card 4. So those are the 4 cards that we're going to be making today. Again, the pinwheel here is the main, what are we going to call it? The main event, so to speak, of these cards. And I'm going to show you how to make that using that die right there and a hot glue gun. So then we will get to making these cards because they shouldn't take too long to make. And actually, when I make these cards, it's actually an opportunity for me to go through my directions to make sure that everything is correct. So I might take an extra minute here or there and make some markings along the way if I need to, if I find that I do have an error there. Again, here's my host code to pick up this set if you'd like. All right, let me get sitting down and comfortable, and we are going to talk about the pinwheel. So I have my hot glue gun all ready to go, and I have some pieces, let me bring them in right now, of what die cuts out when we cut out this right here. Okay, so this is the piece right here. So you need to put this through your die machine, and you need 2 of these. So this is what you will get when you cut out 2 of these. I already, hold on. I already had ones kinda ready to go. Okay, it's all right. It's all right, it's okay. We can do it anyway. All right, so how you do that is you just run 2 of these through your die machine. All right, so you come out with these. They're pretty much scored, ready for you to go. I thought I already had them, but what you do is you're gonna start, this is how I do it. I start with a small tab at the top, and I just start mountain valley folding, right? I'm gonna do this one super fast. I already had one that was already folded, and I don't know where I put it. And see, because look, I'm messing up right now because I'm trying to rush. So I'm not gonna rush, I'm just gonna take my time, and I'm gonna do my folds properly. And this is why I did these all off camera, and I'm just leaving one. So you fold it, give it some nice squeezes. Looks like that. That's one. Here's the second one. Again, I start at the small tab and I fold forward, and then just start folding. I have to say, my die machine is kind of seeing its day. It's not making great score marks for me, so the Stampin' Up embossing machine and die machine is currently out of stock, so I'm going to wait for that because I do want something that can do 3D embossing folders. Mine does, but again, I need a new one. All right, so here we go. I have 2 of them. All right, so I'm going to pull in my silicone mat, and I have my hot glue gun. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the small tab, okay, this small tab right here, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue. Okay, not too much, just squeeze lightly. I'm just trying to get some out of my glue gun here. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to take this other piece. Now you'll see one side is rounded, one side is pointed. So you want to match up. Take the longer side now, match up your side. So I'm putting the rounded side to the rounded side. And I'm putting them together, hopefully before my glue didn't dry. Okay, my glue did dry. Okay, I gotta get that on there. This stuff dries so fast, this hot glue, and now it's gonna be bumpy. Okay, just like that. So you see what I mean? Now that I have it glued together, I'll show you. So here's the rounded edge. Let me pull that down that way. There's the rounded edge. that is the pointy edge. So you're going to take the small end of one and the larger end of the other, but make sure that your roundeds match up, and then you're going to put those seams together, okay? And then I just kind of burnish these again, just making sure everything's nice and tight. Squeeze everything together, okay, just like that. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to repeat the same thing. Here's the smaller end, here's the larger end. You're going to put glue on the smaller end and match. Oh, this one isn't folded correctly. Hold on. And match. There we go. Match those ends up. Okay? Just like that. So I told you I had one folded ready to go, and I don't know where it is, so I had to do this one real quick. So again, putting them together. And I also have on my page here a video where close to my heart, I'm sorry, Stampin' Up does this also. And this is the exact way they did it. Now this is why the craft sheet is good. So when you have this here, and actually this should look a lot better because my folds are horrible, but you'll get the idea. All you want to do is you're going to turn it inside out, and you'll start to feel it just like that. Okay, so it has its pinwheel shape. Now if I let this go, it's going to release, you see? So I'm holding it down. All you want to do is take your two fingers right here, okay, and hold this in place. Grab your hot glue gun. There's a little bit of a circle here, and again, this is a horrible pinwheel I'm making here because of these folds. But there's a hole right here in the middle. You kind of want to fill that up with your hot glue. And the reason you're on this craft sheet is because the glue doesn't stick to here. Okay? You just fill it up with glue right to the top. And then you have to just wait and hold this for about a good minute or two. And then you can take your fingers off here, and this is totally fine. I'll show, it will look like one of these. Here's a beautiful pinwheel when you take your time. This is the one I'm going to be using on the project right now. So you see right in there, that's my hot glue that's dried up. And there it is from the underside. And all we're going to do now when we put this together is put another hot glue dot on top there, and then put our little button piece to cover that up. All right, so you get the idea. I'm not going to continue to hold this on camera so that we can get moving, because I showed you here what this is going to look like. But again, all you're going to do is hold this in place here until this is fully dry. See, I can remove my hands now. It's pretty much dry. No, it's coming up. So you would just hold this for about 2 minutes, but I'm going to move this out of the way for now until that dries so we can get moving on our cards. All right. Hey, Lane, how are ya? Okay, so like I said, I will get this stamp set out of my way. We are making here card number 1, and this is a super easy gift card holder. That's it. So I will take out all my bits and pieces here, and I will show you. I didn't use too many extra pieces, extra products in this card kit, but I did use this label, which is, where's my, let me give you the right items. This is the I thought I had it here. Not the circle punch. Throughout the year stamp, circle punch, embossing powder. Okay, so see, I need to add here to my, this is why I do this. I have to add the punch. I thought I did that. But anywho, here is this. It's Labels of Love Punch 163569. I did use this. You might have this as the thin cut, but I only used it on this card. So you can totally supplement something else if you were going to recreate that you don't need to have that. So I did use that here. And that is all. For this sentiment though, I did not use the Round We Go. I actually used the Throughout the Years, and I used the Happiest of Birthdays. I used that 2 times in this card kit. But again, you can use anything you have in your stash for stamping. And if you do pick up the kit from me, you receive everything. I do put embellishments sometimes I don't, because we all have gems, but I would put any ribbons or whatnot, but nothing will come stamped. All right, so you either have to pick up the stamp set to make them exact, or you can use anything you have in your stash. Okay, so here we're using the Shy Shamrock. So my pieces we are using are, I need a piece of Shy Shamrock for my card base. This is cut at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Then I have a piece of DSP cut at 4 by 5 1/4. I have another Shy Shamrock cut at 3 1/4 by 9. This is going to be for my fun fold. We're going to score this at 4 1/2. I have a piece of DSP cut at 3 by 4 1/4. Basic white 3 by 4 1/4. DSP 2 by 4 1/4. Glitter strip 3/4 by 4 1/4. Here is my and you know, I guess I didn't list this here because I wrote here scrap for Shy Shamrock or desired cardstock for sentiment, because I'm not expecting anybody to pick up a punch just for one label. So that's why I didn't include this in there, but that is what I used, should you want to know, because I'm sure a lot of you have that in your stash. Okay, so this is just my envelope. Don't forget, stamp your envelopes up. I didn't do anything fun this month on envelopes, but what I want to do is, I just want to bring this back in. We'll put it on my glue gun. All right. So, let's get ready. All right, so I am going to take now, again, I went over the dimensions really quick with you. If you pick up the kit or you earn this kit free, they will be in the tutorial, or you can rewind the directions. But here is my Shy Shamrock. I am just going to adhere these 2 pieces together. Super easy. Now I'm going to do my stamping. So for my stamping, we just did here, Time to Celebrate. I used some of the sparkles. So I am going to do Time to Celebrate in the middle. I need a new Memento black ink. This definitely is drying out. Faux show. Okay, I could see it through here. I'm not liking it. Okay, that's fine. But I still definitely need another one. Where's my chamois? Okay. Now I'm going to use the Shy Shamrock ink. And we are going to use, now I will tell you, these are quite challenging and you have to get used to using them. To do the double stamping, all you do is you stamp down once and then you turn it a little bit and then stamp again. But it was a little challenging for me, I'm not going to lie, so I did not want to burden you with that, so I did not do that in these this card kit. But seriously, play as much as you want. Let me bring in some scrap. You know, if you do pick up this card kit, I suggest playing with it because it is super fun, but it does definitely take some playing. All right, so I am just following along exactly, And I'm going to put a sparkle. This doesn't look like these get inked up nice, but they are kind of hanging off here. Just like that. And I want another one in this corner. Okay. Then I want to use this, I'm going to come in with the sparkles. Put some here. And put some here. Okay. I think that's all the stamping for this piece. Now, heat embossing. So let's talk about heat embossing. I want to heat emboss Happiest of Birthdays right there with silver embossing powder. So I'm going to use my Versamark ink. I have my Happiest of Birthdays right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp in my Versamark, and then I'm going to coat in silver embossing powder, and then I'm going to heat it with my heat gun, and it's going to turn out like this with this nice raised, beautiful feel. I love heat embossing. Okay, so this is called an embossing buddy. I'm not sure if Stampin' Up sells these. I have to check. Close to My Heart did at one point, but there's like powder inside there, and it's you would want to rub that wherever you're going to do heat embossing, because you want you don't want it to stick all over the place. You only want your embossing powder to stick onto the Versamark ink. So that's what that helps with. So I'm going to ink this up. I'm going to turn on my heat gun so it starts to get hot over here. So it's going to get a little noisy, but my heat gun that I have right now is not that noisy. Okay, I think I'm good and inked up here. I have a coffee filter. This is what I'm going to use for my embossing powder. I'm just going to stamp this right in the middle. All right. I'll hold my and then I do this over a coffee filter so that nothing gets wasted, and I put this back into my bottle in a moment. All right. I just usually hold that with my tweezer. Yeah, bring in my embossing gun. Whoops. I see that's starting to turn. Perfect. Okay. There you go. Happiest of Birthdays. So don't be afraid to pull out your heat embossing. I love doing that for sentiments. Okay, so moving right along. I think we are done with all of our stamping. Next, we are going to take our Shy Shamrock here. This needs to be scored. I believe it was 4.5. So we're going to take this and we are going to score at 4.5. That's the only scoring that we need to do. We're just going to fold this. All right, now, so for here, we're going to take this piece, adhere that on the inside layer there. Okay. This DSP piece right here is going to go on the front cover. going to take this glitter strip and we're going to put that right in the center, right about there. Okay, so I love to use tear and tape for strong tape. So this I have here, this is just 1/2 inch. I get this on Amazon, and I like to put this when I need strong adhesive. Okay. Okay, so my card base now, I'm going to take this, and then this here is going to go right in the middle. And you know, use these when you have pattern paper that has lines or something that you can use as a guide. Use that to line up. Okay, right about there. All right, now I'm going to take, okay, next, tear and tape. You know I'm a fan. Here's 1/8 of an inch. What I'm going to do is the back side of this DSP, I'm going to take 1/8 of an inch tear and tape. Okay, and I'm going to put this right along 3 sides. 1, 2. This is going to create our pocket for our gift card. Now, at this point, you can take, if you have a little circle punch, I don't know, this might be 1/2 inch, I guess. That's what it looks like to me. Let's punch one and see. I'll measure it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I don't get it. Oh, it doesn't come out. Look at this thing. Oh, look at this. Okay, so let me measure this. This is, it's 1 inch. Okay, so this is 1 inch. So this is, again, optional. You don't need to do this, but if you want, just make a notch here. If you can see, I can see underneath. You probably can't see that. Halfway, boom, just like that, just to make a notch for your gift card. Okay, so now we're going to take our tear and tape off here. And again, this is super easy. Recreate this for, you know, any holiday, Christmas, birthday. Just put this right here. There you go. Here is your gift card pocket. Okay, it's my credit card. All right, so that's that. Now we're going to take our pinwheel. You would create your pinwheel out of your coordinating cardstock here. All I want to do is put that pinwheel on, put this covering the top of my pinwheel. So what I need to do is I'm just going to take some hot glue and put it right there in the center. Just like that. And then I'm going to take this and center that. There you go. Put some glue now on the back so that I can stick it down here. I tell you, this glue, it's so stringy, hot glue. All right, so I'm going to put some on the back. Now I'm going to grab, which I absolutely love, these flat adhesive backed pearls. I'm going to throw a few of these on here. One there. We'll put a big one over here. Another small one right next to this guy here. All right. So that is card 1, gift card holder. Okay. I will clean up in a moment. And then we will move on to card 2. Hey, Susan, how are you? Hi, Janice. I know, I love the green. Yep, super easy gift card holder that you can recreate and recreate. Okay, let me get these out of the way. Clean up a second. We're going to be embossing again in a little while. Clean my stamp. So do that. Always clean your stamps. Right? You don't want to contaminate your colors or your stamp pads. We spend good money on these things. Okay. All right, so those are all cleaned up. I'm not sure what we're using again, so I'm just going to leave it all out. I know I'm done with that. All right, so moving right along. I'm done with this stamp pad. All right, so let's bring in card number 2. Here we go. Let me bring in the pieces and parts to that. I'm going to be using Peach Pie and Petunia Pop. And again, if you do not have these colors, use something similar in your stash. If you have all the Close to My Heart colors, we have provided a color comparison chart. That should help get you to the closest color. I'm also going to be using Memento. Actually, my Memento is getting pretty yuck. I'm going to use, where's my Intense Black? I'm going to use my Intense Black from Close to My Heart right now. Okay, because I have to re-ink that. Here's my pieces and parts to this card. This is everything you will get in your pre-cut card kit. You will have to assemble your beautiful pinwheel, but again, I've already gone ahead and done that. Look how beautiful that is. That's with the 2426 DSP, in color DSP. Hey, Doreen. Oh, you love the green too? All right, so here's my envelope. Again, make sure you stamp up and make your envelope pretty. Here's our card base. We're just using a regular A2 size card base. And let's go to our directions. And I will give you all of the pieces. So we have 2 basic black pieces of cardstock. These are both cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. One's for the front, one's for the inside. 2 pieces of basic white 4 by 5 1/4. One for the front, one for the inside. They're both used for stamping. 1 white strip, and I used that here. I already die cut that out. Again, you can create your own banner, but I use the Happy Little Things dies. You get 2 little banners in here, and that's what I use. This one right here, the bigger one. So that is that. And what else? Then the DSP for your pinwheel. You need the hot glue gun to assemble, and then a little scrap of Petunia Pop to die cut to get that top of your pinwheel right there. I'll show you what that is. That's this die right here. Okay. All right. So this card is mostly stamping, so we are just first going to get our white pieces right here. We're going to do, let's do the inside first. So again, I need that happiest of birthdays. I need some black, and we need our Petunia Pop. I mean Peach Pie. Oh, and I need that little center piece, so we do need a small block. And I need this piece right here. That's for the center of the pinwheels if you're going to stamp them. That's the smaller one. So I need that. Okay, So, happiest of birthdays, we're going to stamp that right in the middle. And this is Petunia Pop ink. It does look like fireworks, right, Janice? I need my scrap paper because I'm going rogue just stamping. I need to stamp off first to see how it looks. Oosh. Okay. Okay. Right in the middle. All right, Shammy. Sparkles, and our sparkles we're doing in black. That's different, right? But I love to use black in different ways. I love to use black as a pop of color, as I'm doing here with this backing, and to use it for sparkles is pretty cool also. Actually, I don't need this yet. Let's do our peach pie first. Let's do our sparkle right there. All right. Chamois. Now, this little guy right here is for the center. Just like that. Now, we can come in with our black sparkles. Right? Doesn't that look cool? Non-traditional color. All right, so that's for the inside. That's just going to layer against here. But let's do our other stamp. Do the front now. Okay, so we need black for our sparkles and same colors. Peach pie for the pointed sparkle, and we are going to, which is this one, that's the pointed sparkle. And then we are going to need this one, this rounded. It kind of looks like a daisy to me. We're going to be doing that one in Petunia Pop. We're going to need our little small dot, and we're also going to need the large dot. So let me get that also. Okay. So I'm going to do the Petunia Pop first. Let's do this one. Like, to me, it looks like it's not inked up, but it is. This one, we're going to kind of go off. See, I don't like the way that looks. I'm going to use the back side. It's okay. Okay. Do another one. Okay, this one's much better. Much better. All right. Now, oh, I need my Petunia Pop for the large inside. We're going to stamp that large inside. Okay. Now we're going to come in with the pointy one. Okay, so for this one, let's talk about this. So look at where I'm putting the pinwheel, right? And then this sparkle one here, I want to poke out from the sides. So when I first did this, what I did was I came in with a pencil, and because I had this made already when I was doing my sample card, and I just lifted it up and put a little dot here, and I lifted it up over here and put another line here. Okay, so now what I know is when I take this away, right there, I want to kind of have most of my sparkle showing, right? And then here, maybe half of my sparkle showing, so that when I put this back over it, it'll kind of look like that to even out symmetrical. That was the way I found to help work for me. So let's see if that works live. So here's my 2 pencil marks. Okay, so this one, I have most of my, let's say, circle hanging out right here. Okay, and this one, I have half hanging out, so we're going to do like half. Okay, now I'm going to come in with my small inner. Okay, how'd I do? Don't see my pencil marks, and I think it looks pretty damn close. Pretty perfect, right? So that's how you do that. All right, now we got to add some sparkles. Some hanging off here. Do I want a little more here? I want to put a little more right there. It's not in the original card, but it's okay. All right. So now we're going to adhere this now. Let's get this out of the way. We're going to adhere these 2 together. Whoa. Slippery. All right. So adhere these together just a little bit. You all know I love my 1/8 of an inches, and I love black popping an 1/8 of an inch. How sharp does that look? I love black popping out. Okay, let's adhere this one together. I love to use stamps and inks and make pattern paper. I love to be inspired of a lot that's out on the internet, and then changing things up my own way. Okay, so these are my pieces. I'm going to bring in my card base. I'm going to put the inside. And I always like to do my stamping before I adhere my layers together, because if I did mess up or I wasn't truly happy with this, I could restamp versus getting rid of my whole card. Right? All right. I think this was a really fun, colorful set. We want to put the front on now. And then we have a little stamping left. And almost finished for card 2 of 4. Okay. So now I'm going to my Hip Hip Hooray stamp. That is, I'm going to use Intense Black for that. That's going to be stamped in black ink. Hooray. Now we are going to put some hot glue either directly on our card and push that down. Actually, that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to put the hot glue right on my card. Perfect. All right. And now I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use glue dots on the back of here. I think that's going to be better than using hot glue because it's hard to try to stick something to the pinwheels because it kind of like caves in. So I'm kind of like stretching my glue dots across that so that might kind of hold this. Let's see. Yes. Perfect. All right. I'm just going to come in with some 24, 26 in color gems. We will put a few of these. Maybe we'll do the purple, or not purple, petunia pop. And then the peach pie up here, definitely. And a petunia pop in the middle there. Definitely pick these up, definitely. And that is card number 2. Love it. Okay. All right, let me clean up a second. We will move on to card number 3. Let me clean my stamps. Don't know which stamps we're exactly going to need for this card, but I know we will need these all again. Not this hip hip hooray. I think I'm done with this one. I think we can take hip hip hooray off because I need happy birthday. Yeah, I don't need that one. Okay, everything's clean, clean, clean. Okay. All right. I think we're good. Done with these stamp pads. All right, so card number 3. Ooh, this one, I love this one. Okay. So this card, it's Coastal Cabana and white glitter. We did a little bit of heat embossing, happiest birthdays, that stamp. That is from the Round We Go right here. Happiest birthday, so they do have that stamp set right there. And then I did some clear embossing, so it looks like a water print, a watermark right there. So we're going to do some of that. And this is just on a Coastal Cabana card base. We did some fun stamping inside. So here's all the bits and pieces to that card. I will leave that over here, and I will give you the measurements. Okay, so we are using a Coastal Cabana 4 1/4 by 11 scored at 5 1/2 to create this portrait A2 card. Then I have one piece of, here's our envelope. Don't forget, stamp those bad boys up. I have a piece of 4 by 5 1/4. That's for our inside stamping layer white. Piece of white for the front, 3 1/4 by 5 1/2. I have 2 white glitter strips here that are each 1/4 by 5 1/2. Love this white glitter. And then create your pinwheel out of your Coastal Cabana cardstock. And then I'm going to show you how to create that fun thing. And then this here, this is one of our sparkles. I've already gone ahead and created that one to show you what it looks like assembled. And we will just easily put one of these together. So I'll show you, it takes these 3 pieces right here, which in our die cuts, that is this piece, I'm calling that the medium round. And then you need both of these sparkles. This is the round sparkle and this is the pointy sparkle. So those 3 items create that. Now, to get this piece created right here, how you do this is you run this through your die machine using this piece and this piece. So because this piece right here, all that cuts out is the circles, that inner piece, and then it just embosses. It doesn't cut a circle out. So that goes here, and this would go here on your die machine. Okay, you would run that through your die machine, and then when you pulled these off, that's what you would get. Make sense? Okay, so that's that. All right, so how you put this together, it's very easy, is all I did was I put on the back of the white, a little bit of glue just on the dot. These pieces here are very delicate, so I didn't even bother with them, really. Just put glue on the middle there. And then this piece here, you're gonna come in, you're gonna do the same thing, but you're gonna overlap it so it's between. See that? So it's not on top, it's between. So again, I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue in the middle there. Use a glue dot if you'd like. And then line those up. And it's between. Okay, and then this is just my topper here, little sparkle topper. Put a little glue on that. And just cover that. All right, so those are our 2 sparkle bursts, I'm calling them. Here's our pinwheel that's made already. So let's do our stamping, and we're gonna be doing some heat embossing. So I need my Versamark, I need clear embossing powder, I need my silver embossing powder, and I need this Happiest Birthday stamp set. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp this Happiest Birthdays. Let's do silver first. So I have my silver and I have my coffee filter. So again, I'm going to turn on, I like to turn on and kind of get my heat gun going. Happiest Birthdays, I'm going to stamp right in the middle here. Okay. I'm going to sprinkle my silver. Okay, there we go. Just be careful when you're using your heat guns. It does get very hot. Oy. Okay, that looks good. Happiest Birthdays. Okay, now let me get this out of the way. So I'm going to take my white piece here and my 2 white strips. I'm going to put, I can do this probably right with this glitter here. I'm going to put some glue on the back of my strip. I'm going to adhere this strip right on top of the edge here. right on top of my white cardstock. So overlap it, no problemo. Just like that. And I'm going to do the other strip on the other side there. There we go. All right, so now we are going to do our stamping on our inside layer, and then we're going to do the outside of the card. Okay, so all we're going to do is we're going to take our sparkles and our Coastal Cabana and our happy birthday, and we're going to do some stamping. Here's my Coastal Cabana. Oh, I need to sit. My back is hurting, and I need a sip of water. Excuse me. Okay. See if, oh, I do. Great turquoise color. Good. Good, good, good. I'm glad everyone's loving these card kits, these cards. All right, so I'm just going to bring in some scrap. Just kind of make a little bit of a pattern here. Good, right? Just some bursts. Clean them up. And then along the top right here, I'm just going to put the happy birthday. And then it still leaves you some space to write your sentiment. Who else is afraid to commit like me? I'm so afraid to commit the stamp down, right? Okay, that is the inside. Okay, oh, my back is really hurting tonight. Okay, so we can put this, we can adhere this on the inside. That's totally okay right now, even though we still have to do the front of our card. That's totally okay. So now I'm going to flip this like this. I'm going to put my scrap because I need my sparkles again. Where did my sparkles go? Make sure they're clean. Are they clean? Yes, they are clean. Okay, I'm going to use my Versamark, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp right down the width of the stamp this way. Okay, there you go. Straight down here. And then I'm going to repeat that with the, keep going in my Versamark, straight down here. Okay? Now we're going to use clear embossing powder because we don't want any color. We only want like a watermark image. And I'm going to do one side, and then I'm going to put my embossing powder on. Then I'll do the other side because I don't want this to dry. Okay, you can even go ahead and close your Versamark and keep even this side as well. So I'm using clear embossing powder. So you see, can you see that? Looks white right now, but when that dries, it's gonna have like a wet look. So we can leave that for now, move this out of the way, and we can go ahead and do the other side. It's okay that we didn't heat it yet. We're just gonna keep stamping. on the other side. It's totally okay we didn't heat it. It's fine. As long as the embossing powder is gripped to it, we're all good. Okay. Come back in with before we have a major mess. Let's get this out of the way. Okay. All right, now what we're going to do is we're just going to heat all of these, and they're just going to make like a watermark impression. There we go. You start to see it. I'll hold it up closer one more. Start going. This is great for actually like Christmas cards, for like snowflakes. This set with these little bursts kind of remind me of snowflakes. Okay. Perfect. I think that is the end of embossing for our card kits this time. All right. And then, you know, sometimes you have to burnish these a little bit because after you do some heat embossing, your cardstock might have warped a little, but that's totally fine. It'll go back into place. All right, so now we're going to come back in with this piece here, and we're going to add right to the top. So you see now how it's only peeking out a little bit on each end, and that was the point, so that you only see a little bit of the burst peeking through. So we're going to add some adhesive on the back here. And I'm just going to bring this close into me so I can even this off. Okay. Cool. All right. Now we are going to take our bursts. One is going to go there. One is going to go there. So we can just put some adhesive on the back of these of your choice. And then just put that straight down. And then this one. And now for our pinwheel, same thing. I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue right here so that I can just put that just like that. Okay, perfect. Now, what I did here was, if you can see, I put 2 layers of foam tape, okay, so that that depth, the 2 layers of the foam tape, it's hard, there we go, it's hard to see, but that was the perfect depth so that this embellishment can rest on top of the pinwheel. So all you need to do is, I have 2 foam squares here. I'm just going to put this right there. Okay, pull the top layer off, and you want to get a piece of foam that's the same size, put it on top, and then pull that layer off. So now it's double layered foam tape. So when I put my embellishment, then it sits on top of my pinwheel perfectly with no additional height there is what I'm not trying to give it any more height. I just want it to rest perfectly. So now all I have to do is come in again with those beautiful adhesive backed pearls, and we're going to add a few here. We're going to put one there. We're going to add these are absolutely gorgeous. I love them. Okay. All right. So there you go. Here is card 3. Sweet. Okay. Moving right along to our last card. Exciting. We're done with this ink pad. All right, here is card 4. Let me bring that in. Okay, this is a super easy card design with some quick stamping. Let's bring in all of the bits to this card. And just a few pieces here. So we have our pinwheel made out of Melon Mambo. I made another one of those bursts out of peach pie and white. And then all we need is a piece of DSP 2 by 4 1/4, another DSP 1 by 4. You're going to banner this piece, and then a piece of glitter cardstock 1/2 by 3 3 3/4, and you're going to banner this piece. Okay. So the DSP that I'm using here in my card kit is the what is that? Full of Life DSP pack. And then this is from Close to My Heart. This is Rosie, which matches Melon Mambo cardstock, because I don't believe there's Melon Mambo glitter cardstock, but it's a great match. So all we're going to do to banner is, all you do is you kind of find a midpoint and snip up just a little bit, snip, and then you're going to come in with each end to meet that snip that you made in the middle, and that will make, if you can see, a banner. Okay, so you're going to do the same thing on this piece here, the middle, and then corner to middle, other corner to middle. Okay, so we have our flags there. So now what we want to do is we want to go about 2 inches in. If you think about where this piece is going to sit on this card right here, right? Okay, that's where that's going to sit. But we want our bursts coming out from this point on. So again, either put this down and mask it, or I'm just going to lift this up and just give myself a little pencil mark there so I know, make sure my bursts start to come out from this corner up, and I want them coming down from this corner down. That's really all about it. And then I'm kind of just going to leave a mental mark, a mental note to try to not get so many sparkles here, so I could stamp happy birthday directly to the card. If you weren't happy with that, or your sparkles went too far over, just create a banner and cut that out. But I'm going to actually stamp, maybe the smart thing to do, which I should have done, is stamp happy birthday first. right? So you do the smart thing and don't follow me. So I'm going to stamp happy birthday. Let's see how this looks. Okay. Okay, right on my card. And then I'm going to come in with Balmy Blue. That's a coordinating color to this DSP. That's why I'm using it. To do my sparkles, which, where are they? Here they are. So again, I want to come out from here, but I don't want to really go over my happy birthday. So let me put this, hold on. I want to get a few hanging off here. There you go. Okay. Okay, that's probably enough for just this corner. Now we're going to put some coming down from that upper corner, upper right corner coming down. Okay, that's probably good. Yes. Okay. Now, all we are going to do is we are going to take our DSP and put this down. So again, you can pick up my card kit here. Everything, all the links are in the post for you to order the card kit, or you can just place an order on my website, any from today through September. $50 before tax and shipping, and you'll get this free. Just be sure to enter the host code. This host code is good till about September 20th, and then I'll have a new one posted in my group. And if you're not part of my group, the link is also there for you to join. I'm going to overlap this one a little bit. Just like that. And then we're going to overlap the glitter all the way on all of them. I post this video also to YouTube, to my YouTube channel, so that you can refer back to it there if it's easier to find there, or you always go back to the event section here on my Facebook page, go to past events, and the video's always in the events as well. Okay, we're going to put that down right there. Okay, I'm going to put hot glue. And I want to just get some placement here. Okay. So I'm kind of thinking glue right about there. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now I wanted to show you a trick. You can do this with the flat backed adhesive pearls, okay? And a lot of my customers have lots of silver glitter gems from close to my heart. So remember, you can do this with these silver glitter gems, or you can do it with the adhesive backed pearls. Use your stamping blend. So here I have the dark melon mambo, and I use the brush tip and colored the silver glitter gems. so that they now are custom and match my paper, right? So you can do that with those, and you can also do it with these. Look at how great these look. Look at how amazing those look. I mean, I don't even know if the video is doing it justice, but these come out awesome. Oh, is it not sticking? Yeah, it does. This one might have a little bit of glue on it. But I'm going to use my silver glitter gems like I did here. We're going to put one in the middle. I need little ones, so I have to color. Do I have any little ones? I do. Oh, I have a colored one. Here we go. Colored this one. So we want to put a little one here. And I need one more little one. All right, and that finishes card number 4. I haven't even looked at the clock. What did I do? All right, hour 15 minutes. I tried to do an hour, so hour 15, not so bad. All right, so that is card 4. There you go. All right, let me bring all the cards back in that we made tonight. Remember, card 1 is a gift card holder. Here was card 2 with the fun inside. Card 3, we did some heat embossing here along the edges. And then card 4. So these are we'll call this my September card kit that's available for orders. Any orders placed on my website now through September, when about this host code will end around the 20th of the month, and then I start cutting up the workshops and sending them out, and then I have my next card class, which is then available for the next month. So that's kind of how this is working. I hope you're enjoying it. If you have any questions, definitely reach out to me. I'll go back through the comments and see if anybody Sue, I see Sue. Yes, is that the Nuvo glue holder? Yes, it is. It is. It's I love using this. Getting in the habit of using it more and more. All right. So if anyone has any questions, please reach out to me. Otherwise, have a great rest of your evening. Take care, everyone. Thanks for staying with me.